afternoon to everyone, PTP teams, as well as Microsoft, and teachers, or may I say, MI expert, all right? So I'm here standing here, let me introduce myself. My name is Noor Hasanah binti Hashim. Everyone usually call me Hasanah, or you can call me Has. My school is currently now I am teaching at SK Putrajaya Presin 14-1, and before this I was in SK Putrajaya 9-1, which is one of the pioneer in smart schools. And for me, 21st century, I've been exposed to. It's not new, but unfortunately when I transferred to another school, which is not smart school, so it's a little bit challenging, and it gives me an opportunity as well. Okay, I started teaching in 2007, and I still call myself a baby in teaching, okay, in teaching career, because in 2011 I was provided the opportunity to further my study, and I just reposted in 2013. So I do not have a lot of exposure in the new syllabus which the education is transforming into, like the KSSR, but I always try to ask questions with my colleagues, and it does give me some input, as well as, you know, doing online researching. Okay, for my community around me, although I'm in Putrajaya, but I can see the extent, the change towards using ICT. Not that the teachers doesn't use ICT. I was actually amazed that my current school, we have many young teachers, like Puan Camila just now. Yes, we have a lot of those young teachers, and just a few senior teachers. But I'm quite sad whereby they didn't apply the technology into the learning itself. It's just that, but when they use assessment, yes, they are using for the ICT kits. But when it comes to your learning in the class, they seldom neglect it. Okay, now let me describe you my learning activity. So the title of my learning activity is our healthy fruity salad. Okay, I'm just sharing here with you my humble learning activity, because I feel that this is the learning activities that I put effort into planning before I have the chance to have this course, Microsoft Innovative Educator. But I really put my effort into it, because I feel that in 2014, when I was given teaching English, because I have never taught English before, and 2013, for the new school, I have given the opportunity to teach English, but for the year 5 students. And then 2014, suddenly I was given the opportunity to teach year 3 classes, so it's quite challenging. And finally, I can say I'm proud of these lessons, because these lessons consist of some activities that engage my students, okay, in terms of the outcomes, in terms of what they need to learn, in terms of constructing simple and compound sentences, even just a small thing as well, even just a small thing to identify the verbs into making a complete sentences. Okay, that's how I feel. And besides that, I also believe that that I already covered significant ideas and topics into my learning activities, and at the end, the student apply the knowledge into the new context. Okay, let me introduce you to some of the activities. Okay, in terms of the starting point of the lesson, okay, because it takes like a few lessons to complete this one lesson. Okay, maybe at that time I remembered that it takes me a month to complete this one lesson. Okay, the topic, the theme that was given is the fruits, but I started my class with them articulating some reasoning into what is the global issue of their peers, especially the young children having obesity issues. I myself obese, but I'll try to teach them how to avoid and overcome this obesity problem. Okay, and I provide some cues to them. For example, the pictures, news clips, so that they actually, I sort of like guide them to that particular issue, because these students are year 3 students, age 8 years old, okay? And I really need to guide them, okay, to get that issue that I want them to confront with. At that point, I don't mind if they want to use their broken English, Malay English, I don't mind, because I really like them to have the confidence to talk, to give their opinions themselves. So at that point, we just have some brainstorming, and then I group them into some small groups, okay, teams, so that they can brainstorm their ideas. And actually, there are also collaboration going on, and these small groups are throughout the lesson until the end, whereby they have some small presentations to present their ideas, as well as the final presentation when they have all the feedbacks from me as teachers, as well as their peers. And what I find my lesson or my learning activity is interesting as well, because I give my students the chance to do their own fruity salad, whereby this fruity salad will actually relate to the global issue, which is the obesity issue. In order to overcome the obesity, they need to eat healthily. Okay, when they investigate in small groups using the web search, okay, Bing search, any other search engine, so they will discover what sort of issues or words that relate to these global issues, and they also make some illustration, a graphical representation into mind maps. Okay, at first, yes, they just make a pencil, paper pencil for their graphical representation. Okay, but they managed to get all the search, the correct search, the correct words into into that particular issue. Okay, and I actually guided them to have this one significant ideas, which is the eat healthily. So I come up with the fruit salad so that they are also able to do the fruit salad of themselves based on their groups. Okay, as teacher, I also use my autocratic decision, so that it will make me easy to manage the groups. I didn't let them choose their own members, but they are able to, or they were able to choose what roles they should play in their own group. It can be Ali is the leader or Azwan a leader. I don't mind. But each members, they will have each roles to contribute. And besides that, I also give them sort of like a track, the Microsoft Word, the checklist for each group to manage when they do their learning as their own learning teams. Their own group their own pace, their own time. Okay, but I'll just monitor based on this sheet. Okay, and furthermore, okay, the tools that I chosen is a very simple one, as I told you that it was not intended for this, but I still make it as a culture for me. Okay, the tools is just Microsoft Office, OneDrive, that's for me, and also the PowerPoint as well as Word, whereby the student will also use their Microsoft Word and PowerPoint to present their ideas. Okay, let me show you some of the pictures. Some of the pictures, okay, whereby the class is not inside the class only. We went to the canteen. Another picture, please. We went to the canteen in the learning design. We went to the canteen to make their own fruity salad. So before they make their own fruity salad, so they have to investigate what sort of fruits they want, why is this suitable, and how to cut, who to bring knives, who to bring their aprons. And I was amazed that the boys also like to do some cuttings. Okay, I thought only the girls. Well, I know there are good mothers out there. Okay, very good. And they even have some mock-up presentation before it to present what they will bring and all that. And that is the picture just now was the graphical representation of the issue. And lastly, the blog, they also write posts, okay, on how they feel as well as pictures. Okay, I'm using VLE Frog. So I actually, in my lesson, I don't limit myself to one technology. I'll try to incorporate all the initiative from the government, okay, and that's the best that I can. And I hope my children especially like to have this lesson as well as they learn something from it. With that, I thank you very much. And if you have any question, you may.
Thank you, Cikgu Hasanah. Any questions? Okay.
The kids are very young, so congratulations. But I just want to know, if you can describe to us in terms of their skill communication. Okay. They're very young, so I just want to know.
Okay, due to that reason, that's why I understand that the skill communication is that you produce anything such as blog post or picture inside any multimodal or whatever, which is like either presentation or you use ICT. For this case, I make a blog for them using the VLE Frog because it's very internal. You can't, another school won't be able to what we call display what my blog is. So only that particular students will be able to access. I feel that it is very secure for my students, so that's why I just use the VLE Frog, the blog post just now. They post some of the words, their sentences, how they satisfied, and also some pictures that they post.